But I'm like, I'm not gonna act like I don't drink. Like I'm not gonna present one way and then be a different person. I'm not gonna act like I don't say nigga because the people be like that.
Yo, so I want to react to this clip of Kev on stage. If you don't know who he is, he's this guy on the right here. He's a comedian who's Christian, right? He's gonna say something in this interview that honestly I think a lot of Christians think, and I really don't agree with this mindset for the most part, but it's very common. So let's hear him out.
Speak that language. I believe, I'm gonna tell you what really messed me up as a young Christian. I thought we were all playing by the same rules. Like they said we're not drinking, we really not drinking, and nobody's drinking, right? So I'm thinking that's the truth. And then I'm not even talking about the church. I'm talking about my actual family. I remember I was 18, came back, went to visit my grandma's, and there was some Zimas in the refrigerator. I was like, yo, what's Zimas? We don't drink. And my aunt was like, you don't drink. I was like, wait, no, my whole life it was this. She was like, well, we don't talk about it, but Kev, come on, we drink. And then when I started working in the church, I realized pastors are like, well, this is how I live my life, but I don't want to mess up the flock, so I do this. And I think most people's a lot of problems with Christianity is people have one life they live as a Christian and one life they actually live. So I refuse to live two separate lives. So I got in trouble with the Christian community because I went to the reunion concert, which was at the Forum, and I was drinking, and I made a video about it. Kirk Franklin, Yolanda, and the Adams, they were at the Forum, and I was drinking. I made a video. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm drinking at the gospel concert. This is incongruent. And I thought it was funny. And they were so mad. How dare you drink? How dare you? I was like, this is at the Forum. Like, I saw Bruno Mars here like the Forum 2 weeks ago. The line was long at the bar.
You should have said, oh my God, it was water 30 seconds ago, but now it's wine. Jesus.
That would have been a good joke. Oh, I'm so bad I didn't think of that. It was water, yo. I don't know what happened. But I'm like, I'm not going to act like I don't drink. Like, I'm not going to present one way and then be a different person. I'm not going to act like I don't say nigga. Because the people be like that behind the scenes, behind the pulpit. But they think people can't take it, so they present one way. So now you have two different versions of people that are there. And I was a kid, when I was young and saved, my whole Christianity was trying to be more saved than everybody else. That's how I found my Christianity. That's what I was taught. Even forget like sinners, more saved than other saved people. So I've let all that go. This is how I live my life. I'm a Christian who's also a comedian, not a Christian comedian. And the difference there is like, every joke's not gonna be about God, church, and all that type of stuff. Because what I've learned is, even if you do that, it's still not gonna be enough. Because some people don't think you should make jokes about God at all. So you'll never be saved enough. You'll never be good enough. So forget it. I'm just gonna live my life, do my thing. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't.
All right, so boom. What a great clip, right? I'm not gonna just talk about Kev on stage, right? Because this is just a perspective that a lot of Christians have. It just so happens that he's the one to, articulate it, with a large, he has a large platform and everything. But yeah, a lot of people are like that. They think, dude, everybody sins. Like this is how a lot of people think. Dude, everybody does this. It's just I'm the real one, so I'm gonna be real about it, and I'm gonna say that. Yeah, I say the N-word. Yeah, I drink. Yeah, I do that. So do you. But I'm just real, right? And here's the thing. Yeah, there actually are quite a bit of Christians who live double lives. Right, they portray themselves one way when they're in the church, but the moment they leave, they're a completely different person. When they're around their Christian friends, they're one way, but when they're around their worldly friends, they're another way. And so, yeah, there's a lot of hypocrisy, right? And he, I said I didn't want to talk about Kev on stage, but he's right to be like upset about the hypocrisy, but the hypocrisy led him to just be real. He's like, yeah, I'm real though. He's like, yeah, you're really living in sin. It's like, no, but at least I'm being honest. Well, honestly, I think you should stop though. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro, it was good you recognized the hypocrisy, but you should have been like, nah, I want to be real. Because at the end of the day, there are really some Christians who, like, when they say, yeah, I don't drink, it's like, no, they really don't drink. Like, it's not a joke. And there's some Christians that say, nah, I really don't swear. And it's like, they really don't, So unfortunately, this is what the devil does, and that's why we should be real. That's why we should be congruent with our beliefs. We shouldn't be double-minded. We shouldn't be hypocrites, because it can lead people astray. Like this dude, he grew up, he really was taking it serious, and then he found other people not taking it serious, and he's like, oh, I guess nobody takes this serious, you know. So that's why it's good to actually be real, you know. And also, yeah, this is my last thing though. The one thing that bothers me is like, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what other people do. Like he said he was 18 and he found out that his family members were drinking, right? And that's what kind of like fried him. He's like, "What? Y'all drink? I thought we didn't do this." It's like, at the end of the day, if you really were grounded, if you're really grounded in Jesus, what other people do, it shouldn't necessarily affect your walk. Like if anything, it'll be like, "Man, are y'all good?" Like you should be concerned for them or whatever. Like if you find out your friend is really like secretly living a double life, like they're watching porn, they're doing drugs, all type of stuff, it's like, man, I didn't know that. But that shouldn't make you be like, well, I give up, well, I'm done. It's like, bro, what? It's your relationship with God is separate. You're not gonna die and go to heaven and your grandma's gonna be there and your aunt and all these people. It's like, it's just gonna be you and God. So you shouldn't allow other people to affect your relationship with God, you know. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm kind of yapping a little bit. But yeah, but I mean, he was young, but yeah, you shouldn't allow other people to affect your relationship. And yeah, drinking isn't a sin. I don't think drinking is inherently a sin, but getting drunk is a sin. But at the same time, when it comes to drinking, it's like, cause I don't drink currently, but I don't get the appeal because like, it doesn't really taste good. I'm talking about like beer. Specifically, like it doesn't taste good. Like what's the point of you drinking it? Because I thought the whole point was you drink it and then you get drunk and that's how you have fun, right? So if you're not getting drunk but you're just drinking, like what's the purpose? That's what confuses me. So I don't drink currently, but you know, I might sip on a little wine, you know, at some point in the future, but I just haven't. I don't drink. I haven't drinking in years, but you know, I might be a little, they might call me what they call Jesus, a wine bibber. I might be a wine bibber at some point in the future, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah, I'm just yapping. I'm just trying to make sure this video gets to like 8 minutes. But yeah, man, I don't know if anyone learned anything from this. I didn't even say one Bible verse, man. What Bible verse do I have? No Bible verses today. Yeah, but that's pretty much it, guys. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. Follow me on Instagram. Watch my other videos. Bye.